Hi guys, so this is meant to be an update as promised on how my appointment went. So yeah, it was just a standard routine appointment. I mean, nothing really too special or exciting. It's just one I have every 6 weeks, and luckily supposing all goes well and I don't have any other problems like an infection, read on a repeat of last year. It'll be the last time I go to hospital this year, which is quite good. So as I say, fingers crossed. Oh, actually, unless I get a phone call. You know, that'd be a great Christmas present to just get a phone call and just... It's to finally be a thing of the past, but we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but who knows. It's just as I've always been saying, one of these unpredictable things. So, yeah. Anyway, a bit of a story. So, I was on my way to my appointment. It was all going fine. I got on the train, got off of Vauxhall, which is where I changed to get the bus, and then it said the bus timetable thing had broken up, because in London we have like live bus timetables, and that had broken, so it didn't say when the next bus was. So I was like, oh, it'll probably be in the next 2 minutes because there's always buses coming around and everything. So I was like, oh no, it won't be too long, it'll be fine. And then like there was like a bridge. If any of you know Vauxhall bus station, there's like a bridge, and then there's like a bit like that. It's just after the bridge. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a little side road, but it's not really small. It's quite wide. It's kind of hard to explain. It's near Nando's, but anyway. So I was looking over there, and I suddenly saw like loads of police vans and everything, like police cars, police vans, and there was like the crime scene tape across. And I think the road had closed or something. There were policemen around and police, and I was like, I wonder what's going on down there. And so, you know, you could sort of see it in the distance, but it wasn't really like disrupting the traffic. There we go, third time lucky. Yeah, so it wasn't really disturbing the traffic. So then I thought, oh, you know, it's probably just, you know, something that's happened down that road, and they've just closed it off just for security and safety and all that. And then next thing you know, like, the bus pulled round, but it sort of like stopped. It pulled up in the bus station, it stopped, and the engine turned off and the driver got out. And then we were like, oh, and then it was me and some other people like, are you leaving anytime soon? And they were like, no, I've got to get this bloke off the bus because he won't get off my bus. So, and it turned out to be like, I think he was like drunk, but he had like his head in his hands, and he was like, just like almost like leaning on the railings, and so he said we can't move because we need to get this guy off the bus. So we were like, okay, fine. He said there should be another one behind. So then we were like waiting, but then just as the other one was pulling up, it was like there was two actually that pulled up, and they were like, are you going anywhere? And they were like, no, we can't. And we were like, why? And then next thing you know, there's like the police are like pulling out more tape for like to cover the area of like, I don't know if it was a crime or whatever it was, but they pulled out more of like the police tape, and so because of that the bus couldn't go round and back like round to where it needs to go, like, so no traffic could come round the bridge and nothing could go round. So it was really annoying. So then we were like, oh, it probably won't be that long. And then you'd see like police like trying to divert all the traffic and everything. And then it got really annoying. And then we heard that like someone had been run down. That was it, a cyclist had been run down. And then the other one was it was a bomb scare. So I was like, great, fun. So there was like 3 buses, and the buses couldn't go anywhere, and there was police tape, and there was no traffic coming on the bridge, and nothing could go around. And I was like, and it was my appointment was like at 2:30, and it would be like gone 2, and it takes about half an hour to get to hospital. So I was like, I'm not gonna make it on time. So I called home, and I was like, I don't know what to do because there's obviously something going on here. You know, I can't go anywhere because the buses literally aren't moving. Like, I'm at the bus station, but I can't go anywhere. And then my mum was like, oh, you might as well just call the hospital and explain, and just, you know, it said that you can't actually go and see if they can arrange an appointment because, you know, after this your next appointment won't be till next year. So I was like, yeah, okay. And by this time, after all the waiting around and the phone call, it already been like 40 minutes, like easily 45 minutes. And then just as I was about to get my hospital letter out and call, the bus started moving, like the bus engine suddenly like turned on, and the bus suddenly like was letting people on, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, that's bloody typical, isn't it? You know, like just you're about to sort something out and then something happens to help sort it out, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that was kind of fun. And then eventually we got on the bus, and I called the hospital and said, look, I'm on the bus, but I'm going to be late because there's been an accident, and, you know, we're going to be late, you know, but I will be there as soon as I can. They're already gone 2:30 by this point. And so the woman was like, can you give me a name? So I gave her my name, and she said, and luckily they know me quite well there. So she said, oh yeah, I know you. So she's like, yeah, just come when you can, it's fine. So I was quite lucky that they were really nice about it and understanding. By the time I got to the hospital, it was already like gone free, so you know, already pushing it, I was definitely late. But they were really nice about it, and they said, yeah, just take a seat, we'll call you for your weight and everything. And then, so I went to sit down, and then just as I was about to sit down, my social worker, Paul, saw me, so I went and chatted to him for a bit. And we were just talking about how I'm going to make more productive use of my time in 2017, like, I'm not sure, but I did mention a few things I want to start doing in 2017. Like, I want to, what do I want to do? I want to try and learn another language, actually. I want to start learning driving lessons, and I'm thinking of a few places I want to visit, and yeah, just basically trying to make more use of my time, because, you know, I could get my call tonight, but then again, we don't know, so I just want something to fill in a time that doesn't make me feel like completely useless and brain dead. So yeah, and so we were just talking about that, and then I'm not sure if you guys remember last time, but I spoke to him about my ESA form, and I said to him, look, I haven't heard anything, and I know you said you're going to call. He goes, yeah, I tried to call, but because obviously I'm not you, they can't tell me much, because, you know, I could be any who or what calling. And I was like, yeah, that's understandable. So he goes, if you give me your national insurance number, and I could call them now, like the Department of Work and Pensions. So he did that, and after being on like hold, you know, he was on hold, and he was like, you might as well just go and see your consultant, because this is going to be a while. And I was like, yeah, tell me about it. You spend longer on hold than you do actually on the phone. So yeah, so anyway, so I went to see my consultant, and she was pretty happy with me. She said, you know, things aren't getting better, which we don't expect, but then again, things aren't getting any worse, and, you know, you're pretty stable, so we're happy with you. There's no cause of concern, so that's great, it's good news. And then I went back to see Paul, and he said to me, I finally got through, and they never got your application is dormant, which means you said you sent it off, but they haven't received it. And I was like, I literally applied for this in August, and I'm finding this out now in late November. And he was like, so what you have to do is you have to go and shut that claim and reopen a new claim. And it was so annoying, because I'm not being funny, but that whole form was like about 22 pages. And now I have to apply for new one and send it all off again and fill it out. And it's just so annoying. It just really infuriates me, because why can't they just tell me this sooner? Or, you know, get in touch with Paul and get him to tell me. I just don't get it. Like, it just really infuriates me. So it just seems like a massive waste of time, apart from anything else. Like, I spent all that time filling that out just for nothing. So I'm going to have to call them tomorrow and sort it out and just see if I can get another application. But now, like, so, you know, the application I sent off in August, that's gone, done, you know, it's not even worth mentioning anymore. So I'm going to have to open a new application, fill it out, send it off, and then I'm not realistically expecting to get anything till at least March, because these things take time. So, but it's just really annoying, but I mean, what can you do? But yeah, so that's just a quick update. I can't really think of much more to say. No, so everything's stable. That's my ESA update, and then I had my bloods, obviously. So yeah, so, and my next point isn't until January. So yeah, that's all I can really think to say. It was good, but it wasn't the best appointment I've had. The evening that news kind of put a dampener on the whole thing, but as I say, hey ho, these things happen, just got to get on with it and just get it sorted. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all well. Have a good Christmas, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!